everyone. First of all, thanks to watching my video. Please supporting me and subscribe. This is topic problems on trains. In this video, I will explain what is the introduction of problems on trains. We have 6 important formulas in this video. Please watch till the end. You may get the clarity on problems on trains. You will solve any question on problems on trains. First one is keep same units for all the values given in the question. Keep same units. We have to keep the units as same for all the values. For all the values are given in the question. See, here we have 1 kilometer per hour. I am changing into meter per second. What we have to do here? 1 kilometer per hour, which is equals to 1000 meters by 3600 seconds. I am converting 1 kilometer per hour into meter per second, so that we have to see 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meters and 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. 0 0 get cancelled, 0 0 get cancelled. Here we have 10 by 36. 10 by 36, 2 5s are 2 18s are. So 1 kilometer per hour, which is equals to 5 by 18 into meter per second. If you want to convert 1 kilometer per hour into meter per second, then we have to multiply with 5 by 18. Same like that, if see take 18 by 5 left hand side, we will get 1 into 18 by 5 kilometer per hour, which is equals to meter per second. If you want to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we have to multiply with 18 by 5. If we have meter per second, we have to convert into kilometer per hour, then which is multiplied by 5 by 18. We have to remember these two things. Next, second one, we know we are every time using this formula, we know very well about this. Speed equals to distance by distance by time. We know about this formula. Next, third one. This is important. See, what is that? A train. Here we have a train of length L meters. A train of length L meters, which cross a man or pole, electric pole, or any object. A train of length L meters, which cross a man or pole or a object. See here, in this case, the train travel the distance which is exactly equals to length of the train. See here, if you take this is a pole and taking this is a train, if the train is crossing the pole like this, then we will get here the total distance which is covered by the train, which is exactly equals to total length of the train. Total length of the train. So that in this case we are taking the speed of the train, which is exactly equals to distance covered by the train. Distance covered by the train is L. So L by total time taken by the train is T. Speed of the train is L by T. Next, fourth one. This is important. A train of length L and a train of length L which cross a platform or tunnel or bridge. A train of length L which crosses a platform, a tunnel or a bridge of length M. Then in this case the total train which covered the distance is exactly equals to total length of the train as well as length of the bridge or a platform or tunnel. So in this case we are taking the distance is L plus M. So speed which is equals to L plus M by speed is equals to distance by time. Time we are taking total time is T. So capital speed equals to distance which is L plus M. L is nothing but length of the train and M is length of the bridge or a platform or tunnel. So speed which is equals to L plus M by T. Next we have fifth two trains of lengths L and M. Two trains of lengths L and M with the speeds U and V, where U is greater than V. Speeds U and V. U is greater than V. U is greater than V. Two trains of lengths L and M with the speeds U and V. Here we have U is greater than V. U is greater than V. Then moving in same direction. Then relative speed. Relative speed, which is nothing but, see, both are in same direction, so that we have to subtract the speeds of the trains. What is the speed of first train? U minus V, which is exactly equals to what is the distance covered by two trains. See, here we have two trains are of lengths L and M. So the two trains which cover the distance is L plus M. L plus M divided by time taken by the two trains. So U minus V, the relative speed of two trains, is equals to distance covered by the two trains. That means length of the train 1 plus length of the train 2 divided by total time taken by trains. By using this formula we can easily find the solutions of problems and trains. Next, this is very important because in the same question we will ask the fastest train which cross the slowest train. We have to use same formula. Next, sixth one, two trains of lengths L and M with the speeds U and V, U is greater than V, moving in opposite direction. Here same direction, here we have opposite direction. Then the relative speed U plus V. We have to add two speeds. We have to add the two speeds, two trains speeds, and distance covered by the trains exactly L plus M only. In both cases we have to add the lengths of trains, and in same direction we have to subtract the speeds, and in opposite direction we have to add the speeds. L plus M divided by P. By using these six formulas, these six important formulas, we can solve problems on trains. Thank you.